talking with Helena native Jeff Holter. And Jeff, how do you feel about what's happening at the Broadwater Hotel today?
Well, it seems to be getting older like a lot of us, and dissipating a lot of memories, which also happens to a lot of people as well as to buildings. And I'm sort of sad to see it go, but it's sure going, and I'm afraid it can't be helped.
Okay. Do you plan to buy anything in the auction today?
No, I came out here to take pictures of the crowds and the rotten timbers that used to be young and non-rotten, and remind me of my very happy early days when I was out here and learning how to swim and learning how to do things that were illegal during Prohibition and that sort of thing.
Jeff, thanks for stopping by. It's really fun to talk with Jeff Holter today here at the Broadwater Hotel.
Nice.
We're talking with the one of the two only living relatives of Colonel C.A. Broadwater in Montana, and she is Mrs. Marion Broadwater Kuhr from Havre. Tell us how you're related to Colonel Broadwater.
My father was a first cousin of Charles Broadwater. He came out to Montana in 1882, up the Missouri River, of course, and was in the canteen, or the Fort store at Fort Assiniboine for many, many years, and I was born there.
Well, did you ever get over to the old Broadwater Hotel as a youngster?
Yes, many, many times when I was small. I remember my chief interest was the little circular staircase.
That went up to the tower?
Up to the tower. I loved that. But I remember my mother telling, we stayed here for several days one time, I remember, and Mother raved about the beautiful damask tablecloths and the lovely chandeliers and linens and silver and even linen sheets and pillowcases.
Linen sheets and pillowcases. Well, linen. Did you swim in the big plunge?
Many times. I couldn't swim, but my father took me on his back, and we swam in the beautiful pool up to the fountain, that had cold water.
Did you take any of the hot baths here?
Oh, yes.
Those were very famous, too.
Yes, we all did that.
Do you tend to buy anything here at the sale today, Mrs.
Well,
Kuhr?
my daughter and my son and his wife and daughter are here, and they're very interested, especially in the leaded glass windows and some of those things. So I have an idea that they'll be bidding on those things. As far as I'm contented to sit here and enjoy the sunshine and the lovely trees and my memories.
Thank you very much.
I feel that I'm playing tribute to.
Who's the other guy with the camera?
Of all the things that will be sold at the Broadwater Hotel, probably the most interesting will be the main tower. And interested in bidding on the tower is Al Erringer from Santa Monica, who goes around the country buying architectural details.
Very correct.
For major concerns like Disneyland and others.
That's very good.
Al, why in particular do you find this so very significant?
Outstanding example of Midwestern Victoriana. It's you'll never see this again. It'll never be built again. It's just a fantastic piece of architecture.
Now you're interested in it from the porch to the tallest.
That's absolutely
point
correct.
Of the
yes.
cupola.
The detailing, the basic overall design is about the most graceful piece of Midwestern Victoriana that I think you'll ever find.
Right. Okay. Now it's one thing to buy something small and move it, but would you probably have to take it apart piece by piece?
Oh, we'd have to take it apart piece by piece, number each individual shingle. Put it together, just put it back together like a jigsaw puzzle.
So I would imagine, like buying an old home, the initial cost is not great. It's the moving and the tearing down that'll cost you a fortune.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, we have to bring our craftsmen in and try and preserve each individual piece, number it, and put it back together.
Wow. I would imagine it'd be in the thousands of dollars to do this.
Many, many thousands.
And so you're hoping to get a bargain here today, I'm sure.
Definitely, but it doesn't look that way.
It doesn't. Do you have any idea what the going price for the tower will be?
I would estimate $100,000 at the very minimum.
Oh, come on.
Yes,
you don't
really.
expect to pay that much,
No.
though.
But some madman may just do that.
Oh, Al, you're putting me on, I know. And then when you get it to California, if you are the lucky bidder, would it be put in a warehouse until
Yes,
you
we'll
can
warehouse
find
it
a
until we
home
can
for it?
find the appropriate location and buyer for it. It really is a magnificent piece of Victoriana, and there isn't much left.
You bet. In its heyday, Al, this place was called one of the 7 wonders of the West. Do you
I
think
would
that was
agree.
an accurate term?
I think that's be the first wonder of the West.
You bet. Well, thank
Architecturally.
you. That's nice to hear from a Californian, and we thank you for dropping by
It's
our
been my
microphone.
pleasure. Thank you
Al
very much.
Erringer from Santa Monica. We're talking with John Mandeville, the auctioneer for the Broadwater Hotel sale today. John, is the sale going as you had hoped?
Yes, Norma, I think it's going very well. We had nothing really to bank it on, what we hoped for and so forth. We were all wondering what things we're going to bring, and so was everyone else.
Yeah, you had no established prices for anything to start with, did you?
Oh, no, definitely not. No one knows what these things are worth. You know that sink that sold for $600, pretty close
Was
to
it $575, I think it was.
to be.
That was
So we're
the
trying to
highest
get
one.
$600. I was hoping we would.